Affton. I'm Justine Pipitone.
And I'm Mitchell Dooley. Today is April 1st, 2015.
Mitchell, have you heard of the latest scandal?
Yeah, isn't that show in its fifth season?
I wouldn't be surprised. That's a really good show. But I was actually talking about Sports Night.
Oh, yeah, Sean did a story on it.
With the senior class winning Sports Night, there are some questions on if they really did win. So I asked Miss Allen on who the real winner was. And sure enough, the sophomore class won. So I asked Coach Lau, the sophomore class sponsor, on his reaction and asked Miss Allen and student council member Olivia Owens on why they didn't announce the sophomore class as the winners of Sports Night.
Being an accounting teacher, as most of my students will tell you, it's very important to double check facts and figures, and after Sports Night I wanted to be sure that the tallies were correct, and after doing so and researching it, I found out we did actually have the most points, more so than the winning team. I approached the committee about it and was told that it was too late and they could not take the trophy back and give it to the sophomore. I haven't actually talked to the sophomores about that yet. I've been kind of waiting to find out what my other steps would be in getting the trophy to the proper class. I don't think the seniors deserved it. They didn't have as many points as the sophomores. It was a mistake that I think could have been corrected, but it seems right now that it's too late. So we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out.
All right, Miss Allen, why did you not announce the actual winners at Sports Night?
Well, unfortunately, there was a glitch in our program, and when we did the final tallies and actually did it by hand, the sophomores won. Sorry.
So why did you guys not announce the sophomores as the winner of Sports Night?
Yeah, well, you see, I don't really want to talk about it.
Congrats, sophomore class, and this is Sean Kenny, Cougar News.
Thanks, Sean. That's a great story.
Hey, do you know anyone that smokes?
Nope. Never have. Never will.
Anyways, Evan did a story on a new smoking lounge being built for our school.
That's cool. Let's check it out.
Have you heard? They're installing a new smoking lounge in Affton High School. Let's check it out. So, when are we installing the smoking lounge?
Well, we've thought about this a long time, and we did get approval from the administration building down the street. We know addiction with smoking is a serious situation. We've decided to open up that garden area atrium down by the auditorium for those that need a cigarette to go on down and have a smoke.
Why are you installing the smoking lounge?
Well, obviously, we think that, by having a smoking lounge and containing all the smoke in one place, that it would eliminate the issue with secondhand smoke. The smokers would then get an extra benefit by being in the same place in a small space. They could enjoy the benefits of the first-hand and second-hand smoke. So we really think it's a win-win situation here at Affton High School.
All right, thank you.
There you go, Affton. This is Evelyn from Cougar News.
What?
Do you realize you have absolutely no fashion sense?
Yep, actually I do. It's a good thing that Justine did a story on high fashion.
Hi, I'm here to give you your 30-second spring fashion rundown. First for the women is brown suede jumpsuits that you can wear out for a day on the town. And for the night, we turn to the orange prison jumpsuit for an edgier look. For the men, we are bringing kilts into American culture with matching knee-high socks to top it off. In the unisex category, we look to fashionable onesies that you can wear to a wedding or a funeral, as well as paisley jackets and robes that can be worn for sporting events and vacuuming your own living room. Well, that's it for me in the 30-second spring fashion trends. I'm Justine Pipitone with Cougar News.
Nice story, Justine.
Hey, what do you think of the Cougars?
Only the best animal on the face of the earth.
Heidi did a story about the possible change of the mascot.
What? Let's cut to it.
Starting fall of 2015, Affton will no longer be the Cougars. Here's Dr. Jackson, Mr. Bierman, and Mr. Lukey for more information.
I heard that the Affton Cougars were now becoming the Affton Gazelles. Is this correct?
That is correct. Some students came forward to me with this petition, with this idea, and I thought it was a great idea. A gazelle is also from Africa, found like where the cougars are found, and I just felt like the cougar has been used for about 50 years here, and that mascot's getting a little tired, a little bit old, and I thought this was a great idea. So starting the fall of 2015, we'll have the gazelle as the Affton mascot.
The Affton Cougars have been the Cougars for the longest time. Miss Jackson told us that we're changing it to the Affton Gazelles. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we've had that conversation. I know she talked about some type of petition that came to her with a lot of signatures from students that thought it was due time for us to change over to a different mascot, and Gazelle is a very sleek, fast running animal, and I think it's a great idea. I think we should change over to something else and be called the Affton Gazelles in the future. Let's do it.
So, Mr. Lukey, I heard that the Affton Cougars were going to be the Affton Gazelles next fall. Is that correct?
It seems so. Starting in August of 2015, we will no longer be the Cougars of Affton High School. We will be the Gazelles of Affton High School. And I think this is an aggressive move on the part of Affton School District to bring greater attention to the athletes here at Affton High School.
Well, there you have it, Affton. We will no longer be the Cougars. We will now be the Affton Gazelles starting fall of 2015.
Wake up. Let's take a commercial break.
I wish I was in DECA FBLA.
Me too. I wonder how we could get involved.
Who are you?
We are the 2014-15 DECA officers, and we can get you involved.
What all do you do in DECA? Career Day at Busch Stadium with the Cardinals.
Many social events, and we even have Tweet Week. Those are just a few on the list.
Who do I go see to get involved?
You can come see one of us, or Mr. Hildebrand, or Miss Koblenz in room 36.
Well, gang, I think our work here is done.
Join DECA now.
You know what I love?
What?
Parking lots. Can't get enough of them. Oh.
Wow, you're weird. But Maggie did a story on the new parking lot plan for next school year.
Parking lots!
Word has been going around that Affton High School's senior and junior parking lots will be switching. I went to Mr. Bierman to find out more.
Well, as administration team here, we talked about it, and we are all about being fair. And with the parking situation, we're going to give the juniors the opportunity to park closer to the building down by the auditorium, and seniors, we're going to move you up in the upper parking lot and let you guys park up there the remainder of the school year. We thought that would be the fair thing, even though we're not even equally balanced in this, senior. So you've lucked out. You've got to park a little closer most of the year. We'll take those tags back. We'll work all that out.
This will be taking effect Monday, April 6th. So any time between now and then, see the office to switch out your tags. Thanks, this is Maggie Oster.
Wow, what a story.
I wish I could be asleep in a desk right now.
Really? A desk?
Yeah, nothing's more comfortable than a high school desk.
Well, Randy did a story on the new desks.
Let's go see.
There are going to be new desks for Affton High School next year. The desks are going to promote good posture along with a 30-minute period of time to do exercises worked into the schedule on the yoga ball, in which is a new chair and a table to write on to replace the old chair and table attachments which students find so easily to sleep in. All the classrooms will be affected by this change except for the band/choir room and the orchestra, for their chairs already promote good posture. Also, the art rooms and wood shop are where they stand more than sit, so they shall not be affected. And this was Randy Stringer for Cougar News.
Fabulous story, Maggie.
I'm getting so tired of my favorite teachers leaving.
What? Who? Who else is leaving? I can't handle any more crying.
Becky, the trainer's leaving.
Really? Who did a story on it?
Mitchell, let's go to it.
If you have ever had an injury here at Affton High School, you know the first person you see is Becky, the trainer. Every athlete loves Becky. But I have been informed that she will be leaving Affton High School. And luckily, I got the chance to interview her about the decision.
How long have you been working at Affton High School?
A bit over 6 years. 6 really long years.
What is your favorite part?
At the end of the day,
What will you miss the most?
oh, probably that really tight, cramped, smelly, hot training room.
Where will you be taking your talents to?
Let's just say I'm going somewhere where I'll be wearing green and gold.
Any last words for the student body of Affton?
Yep, I'll be seeing you from across the field next year.
Thank you, Becky, for everything you've done. With Cougar News, it's Mitchell Dolly.
Hey,
Hey, do you like Microsoft?
I don't really have a preference.
Oh, well, Abby did a story about them possibly sponsoring our school.
Let's just go to it.
Well, Affton recently is being sponsored by Microsoft. Dr. Dillon and I, our Director of Technology, attended an event in Austin, Texas called South by Southwest EDU. And what it is, it's an educational event as part of South by Southwest. And we had the opportunity to speak directly actually with Bill Gates and his foundation. And we kind of let them know where we were with our program, what we were doing with Chromebooks, kind of our partnership with Google. And we really wanted to see how they could serve us in a different way. Our discussion about the Microsoft Surface Pros. We started discussing kind of what our kids are doing with Chromebooks, what they want to be doing with Chromebooks, and can a Surface Pro do something different, something better for our students. And definitely with the touchscreen feature, with the detachable keyboard, which is what a lot of kids are asking for, and we really wanted to listen to what students needed. We decided that I think that we need to make this change now. Recently, we've heard a lot of complaints about our Chromebooks and that they're not doing what the kids want them to do or allowing the kids to do what they need to do. So one of the biggest suggestions from the students was that why don't we purchase something with like a tablet? I want to be able to touch the screen. I want to be able to interact with the interface and also still have the opportunity to have a keyboard. So we discussed that with them, and they said they'd be willing to completely fund a new transition into a new device. And how could we pass that up? So the students who are really upset with Chromebook should be very excited about the new Surface Pro. Again, in our discussion, we also talked about what issues we're having with Chromebooks and if there was one thing we could change. And again, I brought up student comments to Mr. Gates that our kids are really upset that we block a lot of content. We want to prepare kids for the future. We need to make sure they have access to this information and to these sites. And so he said that's easy. With the Surface Pros, you guys can allow students full freedom to explore whatever it is they want to explore during class. And so that was a big sell. We said, yes, let's figure out how to do this. Let's meet in the next week or two when we get back to St. Louis, and we'll start talking about what we need to do to make that happen. And I'm kind of excited. You guys are kind of getting to hear this for the first time. So if you have any questions, please come by and let me know. Or if you have any input on it, I would love to hear it.
This is Abby Hill with Cougar News signing out.
Well, I guess that about wraps it up.
I'm Sean Kenny.
I'm Randy Stringer.
I'm Evan Lind.
I'm Heidi Foster.
I'm Wesley Balcom.
I'm Maggie Oster.
I'm Justine Pivotone.
I'm Abby Hill.
I'm Anjanea Sims.
And I'm Mitchell Dooley.
April Fools!
All stories are purely fictitious. Many examples of real-life stories are purely coincidental.
I'm Justine Pivotone.
Somebody farted.
Are you serious?
Wasn't me.
I swear on my life that was my
I feel like it's getting worse.
We're on the new desks that are just as bad as me doing anchors.